The splits, the most famous stretching positions in the world, viral videos, stories, films on them. We can all agree the splits are one of the most beautiful things the human body can do. The question is, can everyone learn the splits? Whether they start from adults? Are they still on time? The answer is, it depends. If you are generally healthy with no particular problems in your hips and you got a good dose of self-discipline, yes, you can learn the splits. How long does it take? Well, here the answer gets a little more complicated. It always depends on your starting level of flexibility and on your genetics. For example, for me, the flexibility guy, the guy who's talking with you, it took a year to achieve the front split and 5 years, almost 5 years, to achieve the side split. But then, how is that possible that on the web you can find multiple videos where people claim to have reached the splits in just 30 days? Is that possible? Is the 30-day split challenge really a thing? Can you really do it? The majority of these videos are just clickbait. Who makes the video just wants you to click on it. Once you click on it, they get the views and that's all they need. But if you pay attention to the video, you can clearly see that the guy or the girl did try to achieve the splits, but eventually got with a position which is far from being called a proper split. Other videos are fake, and with that I mean that these videos are done by people who can already do the splits, but they try to convince you that it took them just 30 days to get there. But I don't know what to say about it because I hate fake videos, but if you sharpen your eye, you can clearly see that the last splits are just too comfortable. So that level is probably impossible to reach in just 30 days. That level of comfort is hardly achievable, hardly obtainable in just 30 days. Then there are other videos who sell you a method to achieve the splits in just, guess what, 30 days. Is that possible? Probably not, but why do they get so many views? Because you probably like the idea. Everyone would. It's not your fault. It's just how the human mind works. Would you like to earn $1 million in 30 days or in 30 years? Would you like to be in shape in 30 days or in 3 months? Would you like to get your splits in 5 years or 30 days? You got the idea. You know the answer and you probably know it's fake, but still, these videos that sell you a program which will lead you to the splits in just 30 days and get downloaded and viewed each and every day by millions of people that are making the authors of these videos richer and richer. It must be said though that all this money don't go to waste. Maybe you learn something out of these programs, maybe you get to know new exercises, new drills to do and stuff. But guess what? You're not gonna get your splits in 30 days. That's what it's false inside of these programs. First, scientifically speaking, 30 days is not a sufficiently long period of time for your muscles and for your joint to adapt to such a huge change, especially if you start from a really tight condition. Getting to learn the splits needs to cover and needs to fill a huge gap. That gap is impossible to fill in just 30 days. Science apart, if you talk with the professionals, if you talk with coaches and with people who have reached the splits as adults, they'll all probably agree on this argument. Learning the splits in 30 days is just bullshit. We live in a world where everyone has to sell something in order to carry on this life. A lot of people sadly choose the easy path. They sell you something that is good marketing wise, but not good real life wise. I hope that after this video you got a better idea of how the splits work and what kind of ideal amount of time you need to get that. I know that now you may have the question, well, what should I do then? It depends. I don't have the answer for each and every person on this planet. This is impossible because each one of us is different. But I can give you some piece of advice you want to follow if you want to learn your splits. First, especially if you are a beginner, you don't want to practice the splits only. You do want to work on your weak areas and you want to treat each and every body part as a single piece. You do want to get flexible in each and every part, and then you want to get into the splits. So take squats, for example, lunges and specific stretches for each and every muscle that is involved in the splits and practice with them along with the splits, all right? So you do want to mix. Second piece of advice, you do want to spend the time stretching. The thing I like about the 30-day splits challenge is that you have to follow this challenge for 30 days. So you're going to stretch for 30 days. And this is why maybe most people who try this challenge get better, because they stretch for 30 days. So you do want to stretch, and you do want to stretch often. But this doesn't mean that you have to go full send, like with the max intensity each and every session. So you do want to go hard on one day, the following day maybe you want to go a little easier, and you do want to do this on a daily basis. So maybe one day hard, one day soft, one day hard, one day soft. So you continue with it, so you practice each and every day, but not with the same amount of intensity, all right? Third, you don't want to compare yourself with the end result at all times. You want to compare yourself just with your past self. This way, when you look back, if you'll have been consistent, you won't be disappointed because you'll surely be improved. Last but not least, you gotta trust the process, all right? So you want to find a path that you can trust. This is because if you trust something, it's gonna be easier for you to follow the exercises, follow the methods, follow the methodologies. For example, I got my own view about the splits, my methods, my exercises, my stretches and stuff. And you can find all of that in my book, Split Sucking, which is the book that has helped hundreds of people to achieve the splits worldwide. And you can find it right now on Amazon. So type Split Sucking on Amazon and you're gonna find my book if you want to learn the splits. But I'm not the only one. You can find a lot of people, but most important thing, find someone and find someone or a method or a thing that you can trust. Not the first you say 30-day challenge. Wow, this should be the solution. It doesn't work like this. Trust. And to create trust, you need logic, you need exposure, you need to know what you are doing and what the people around you are saying and what the person who's trying to teach you what to do is saying. So this is what I think about the 30-day splits challenge. This is in part good because people stretch this way. So people get to know the splits and they stretch for 30 days, which is something that is missing. But most important thing is that the concept is that the stretching part is good because you want to be consistent for 30 days. But 30 days is such a short period of time. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but 30 days is such a short period of time to achieve a wonderful and hard position such as a split, all right? So maybe, surely, I must say, you need more than 30 days, all right? So there's a good and a bad part about this 30-day splits challenge, and now I hope that you understand the difference between the good and the bad part, all right? Tell me in the comments down below what you think about it. If you got any questions or if you got something to share, type the comment down below. I'm gonna be really happy to talk about this with you in the chat and in the comments down below. All right, guys? Thank you so much for staying with me. Let me know what you think. Have a nice stretch. Patiently on these splits. All right, guys, it takes time. It's okay. It's supposed to be like that. I'm gonna be seeing you in the next video. Have a nice stretch. Bye. Hey, if you want to improve your legs, hips, lower body flexibility in general, and you also want to master the splits, in this book you can find all the exercises you need. This is called Split Sacking, and you can find it on Amazon right now.